When working on Etude number 2, this is a big opportunity to develop what I call cross-fingering, or working on your pinky key placement from the right side to the left side. With this being in a key of 4 flats, there's numerous times where we got to go right, left, right, make sure that we're coordinating cleanly. Now, going into measure 3, I do want to talk about these trills. Some fingering advice that I could offer would be on that D flat trill. You're going D flat to E flat, which can be kind of clunky if you're going back and forth like this with the pinkies. What may be more conducive is to keep your left pinky key down and then just trill the right pinky key. And then when you go to the C, D flat, C, keep the right pinky key down and then go C, D flat, C that way. So once again, that little fingering trick, keeping down the pinky keys, may help make that a little bit more accessible for you. Next, be conscious in the second line, second measure, that you do not let the highest note, the highest pitch of the line become accidentally or become the climax of the phrase. So for example, if you take a look, that crescendo goes all the way through A flat, E flat, C, E flat, all the way down to low A flat. So the tendency is going to want to make that high E flat really strong and loud. But if you go, make sure that the line crescendos all the way through to that A flat. Which brings me up to another thing to consider here, is that when you have these large descending interval leaps, both in the second line and right towards the very end at the poco rit, it's okay to lightly articulate with a very soft, like a D-fronted syllable. That way you can still get the articulation so that you can get good response on those descending interval leaps, but if you do it in a light enough pressure way, it almost gives the illusion that you're slurring it. In that case, I lightly articulated the D flat, but tried to give the illusion that I'm still slurring it. Otherwise, you run the risk, if you're trying to slur it with a crescendo, you're going to take, especially in the second line, you're going to take your finger off of that thumb register key going from E flat to low A flat, and you may very well stay on that upper partial. And let's see, the E natural in the first measure of the third line does carry through into the grace notes, so be conscious. It should sound almost like it's harmonic minor. I've heard students in the past not carry through that natural all the way, so be conscious of that. That's an easy one to let slip. So hopefully those couple of points can be helpful as you're preparing the second etude, and best of luck with your practice.